This may be honestly the best pullover ever made. This thing is so good, especially when you know how to use it correctly. So there's recently a little spirited back and forth banter on Instagram about this machine. You guys need to check out William Crowder's gym. He's gonna have in Virginia. This thing is gonna be unreal, like perhaps the best collection of OG equipment ever. Anyways, he put a video on there demoing this. I'll kind of link it. And there were some comments below. All right, so you guys have to check out William's page, the Iron Mothership. He reviews and shows a lot of the equipment that's going into this ultimate play OG facility that he's building, which is just going to be unreal. But he's showing, this is the Medx pullover. You guys have seen it. There's plastic shrouds that go over it. He's kind of just demoing it. But more or less, you can see that the machine's pretty wide, but I'm going to show you in a minute. It's very unique in that there's some external rotation built in. So my comment was that this is better than the Avenger, because his question was this versus the Avenger pullover. And I can show you in a different view why I think it's superior. But there's some playful banter back and forth, you know, of people saying you shouldn't use it. You should use it a certain way and not another certain way. And, try this and try this. Anyways, I think it's always good to be open to criticism, always good to be open to feedback, always good to just have playful, intelligent conversation back and forth in the community. So it's nice that Instagram gives a platform that we can share our machines, our tweaks and things. But let me show you the machine a little more. I don't care. I'm not the exercise police. You guys do whatever you want. There isn't really a should. For some reason, we get a little bit in our pants, a little ego that thinks we're better and our way of seeing things is better than other people's. But do whatever you want. I don't really care. But let me show you the way I would suggest using this that just completely transforms it. So I'm telling you, if you guys do it the way I show you, you'll never go back to the traditional way of using it. So this is the Medx pullover. It's a very wide piece, big footprint. You know, it's not the sexiest looking one, but I'm telling you, when you use it, as I show you, it'll transform your lats. It'll transform what you think of a pullover machine. So what I want you to notice about the machine, other than how wide it is see how the arms are slightly externally rotated. There's in slight abduction, about 15 degrees of abduction, which is going to be key for truly isolating and stimulating the lats. So let me show you how it looks with two arms at a time. First, this is the Medx pullover. I've had it for about 10 years, so this is not just me using it one time and giving a review. So this is the way everybody uses it. So you see how it's nice because it puts you in that perfect scapular plane of lat activation. So the stretch is nice. The elbow pads do adjust depending on the width. But I want you to notice the amount of shoulder flexion I can get with two. So you're going to notice, I'm going to show you the cam in a minute. I want you to notice the difference with this. So this feels good. Look at the cam. That's almost a perfect cam. So there is a decent drop off in this, but you're missing about 30 degrees of shoulder flexion. I'll show you in a minute. So this actually feels good. The handles are comfortable. You can see, look at the cam there. It's a beautiful cam, like very good cam. So there is a little teeny bit of a drop off. So you kind of use it this way, like everyone's using it. You say, this is a good machine. Now let me show you the ultimate way to use it. I want you to try this. You're going to turn slightly to the side so that your body's halfway off the seat. So look at this. Look at the amount, you can't see, but I'm going to show you the camera in a minute. The amount of stretch I fall under is amazing. I want you to notice how close I'm able to keep my humerus to my side. So I'm able to keep it much closer to my side. Now look at the cam, the craziest drop-off you've ever felt with a pullover machine ever. Look at how there's almost a 300, about 280 degree rotation around that cam. It's just amazing. But look at the extra 50 to 60 degrees of shoulder flexion I can get. I can get that frontal plane rotation. This is a tri-planar pull down, guys. I'm getting shoulder flexion, adduction, and external rotation. So that's where you're getting that extra shortening of the lower part of the lat by being able to rotate in the frontal plane at the end of the movement. It's just absolutely unbelievable. And you just start with a way better stretch. And the way the machine is, you can just connect with the muscle way better one arm at a time, but you're kind of lean to the side a little bit. And the stretch is just way better. And the range of motion, there is not another pullover I know of that gives you this amount of range of motion. Now look at that cam. Look at the drop-off. It's the craziest drop-off you ever felt, which is, it's just unreal. The weight stack is a little bit light, but this is not something you ego lift with. This is something I usually do as a pre-exhaust or like the beginning of my lat movement to really warm up the lats. But it's just very unique when you do it this way, like Show me another pullover machine that gives you this much range of motion under load with just about a perfect strength. So it definitely looks awkward and a little wonky, but it's so much better. And then I'm going to go back and just try 2 arms at a time and just immediately contrast it. It's not even close. So my lats honestly feel like they're going to pop through my shirt, and I just did like 2 sets, like at a lighter weight. One of the issues is the weight stack's a little light. You can always gym pin it, but when you do it the way I show you, you don't need a freaking ego lift. You're going to get the craziest full shoulder flexion, abduction, and extension to full shoulder flexion, adduction, and internal rotation. That's what's beauty. The only pullover machine in existence that I know of that allows triplanar motion. Now, the Nautilus Dual Poly pullover, definitely much more rare piece than this. Can give you a potentially similar thing, but the motion path is slightly different. It doesn't give you that built-in abduction and external rotation. And there's too much friction, and the cam is nowhere near as good as this. The cam on this is absolutely perfect if you do it correctly. So you can see in my other videos how I talk about a triplanar pull down. This is a triplanar pullover. The only machine in freaking existence, the only way I know of, you can kind of mimic this a little bit with cables, not quite because you don't have an elbow pad. The only machine in existence I know of that you can do a triplanar pullover movement. And the only way you can do a triplanar pullover movement is with a unilateral pullover machine. And there's only this one in the dual poly that I know of that are in existence that give you that potential option. But the cam on this is so much better than the dual poly. So I don't care. Think what you want to think if you're going to belong to some hit cultish whatever. I don't care who has whatever degree. Use the machine the way I show you, and you'll never go back to freaking bilateral machine. You'll look at this machine way differently, and you will be willing to pay 15 grand for that thing because it's so freaking good. I'm actually going to add one of my special grips to that pullover machine next time my welder comes. It's going to be even better, but it's so good. I'm going to review all my pullovers again soon. Like, comment, subscribe below. Let me know what you guys think. Have an amazing day.